Hey guys, this is Nate, and welcome to my review of the movie Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. So, going into this movie, I haven't read the books, so I saw a lot of reviews saying, like, it wasn't that great. A lot of people were saying that nothing really happens until the very end, and people were saying that it was a little upsetting, but I don't understand what those people were saying. When I saw it, I thought it was fantastic. I was through a bunch of suspense the whole time. My heart was beating so fast it was driving me crazy, and it took me forever to recover when I was done watching the movie. I don't understand what those people were saying. I thought the movie was fantastic, but not perfect. We'll get into that. So this is basically, this whole movie, the point of it is basically just a set of the final movie, which is gonna be, sorry, I dropped my stick, which is gonna be the final battle of, like, the Capitol versus the rebels. Rebels versus the Empire, Star Wars style. No, that's not Star Wars style at all, I'm just kidding. Jennifer Lawrence, of course, is fantastic in this movie. She's a really, really good actor. One thing I liked is that they really expanded upon Gale's character. I mean, he wasn't in the first movie that much. He was in the second one a little more, but not a lot. And he was in this one. He was in this one the most. At least I think. I think he was in this one the most. They really expanded upon his character, and I really cared about him. Because the other two movies are just like, oh, just Katniss's friend. Now this movie, I really like him as a character because he's in it a lot more, and he's a much bigger character. Peeta's not really in this movie all that much, which isn't a bad thing. That's not a flaw or anything. But he's basically captured by the Capitol most of the time, and he's not really in it that much. But I still thought, of course, he's still good in the movie. I can't really say he's, like, amazing because he wasn't in it all that much. But I still liked Peeta's appearances. President Snow, as always, is extremely creepy. And he is always an awesome, evil psychopath who is a really, really great villain. One thing I do want to say is that it shouldn't be called The Hunger Games anymore. It should just be called Mockingjay Part 1. Because it has absolutely nothing to do with the Hunger Games. They never even mentioned the Hunger Games. I don't even think they mentioned the Hunger Games once. Shouldn't be called Hunger Games Mockingjay. I thought this movie, just like Deathly Hallows Part 1, was very well done, and it was a good movie to set up the final one, which is hopefully going to be the best. I predict it will be. One flaw about this movie is that there's not a lot of action. I mean, it's still great. I just wish we could have had more battles in this movie, because the first two movies, that was, like, the main part of them, action. And it just seemed weird without a lot of action in this movie. This movie was awesome. I always like it when the rebels have justice upon the Capitol, and, all that. It's really, like, you feel so satisfied whenever the rebels, there's something good that they do towards the Empire. You know what I mean, right? So I'm going to give this movie a B+. It's very good. I liked it. I already explained my reasons why it's a B+, so I don't have to do it again. So, a little tiny update right here. I will be working on the Smash Bros. Wii U review, but I just have to prepare the review. I haven't really... this is a review that needs to be really thought about before I get it out. And it's going to be really in-depth, and I need to start working on that. And that'll hopefully come next week. Or maybe even sooner, I don't know. But I'm predicting next week, so yeah. Bye-bye!